Oh, it's good. That's good. I'm ready to rock, man.
Well, we've been rocking.
Good. Oh yeah,
'Cause,
4 minutes already. Shit.
yeah, I was singing,
On
doing
fire.
karaoke. It's been a good actually last couple days for
Yeah.
me. How
How
about
was your
yourself?
birthday?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was actually really good. Yeah. The
Do you
kids all
feel
made.
older?
Well, no. It's just really, it's not the same. The older you get, your birthdays aren't. It's just a day.
Yeah. Right. No,
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I appreciate the kids all made me cards. They're custom cards. Trisha made me a card. It was a good day. I got a JBL speaker for the house because I've been wanting that. I've been
Okay.
on a music kick. Okay, but I'll get into that. But yeah, it was a great day. We went out for ice cream. We went and walked down by the marina, by the bay. It was good weather. It was a chill day.
Right
Got
on.
some burgers.
Where'd you get burgers?
Mickey Lou's.
Oh man, best burgers.
Well,
You
yeah.
don't think so?
Well,
Are you humbly disagreeing?
they were. They
They
used
were.
to. I'm not saying it was a bad. I'm not hating, but um, it's just they're like really thin, and it's quite pricey now.
They are very expensive now.
So I feel like my burgers that I made tonight on the grill will be better.
Okay.
I invited you over.
Everything's better homemade, right?
Yes,
Most
it
of the
was
time.
nice. It was
Yeah.
nice out there. Mm. My parents, they all got me stuff. It was just normally you get money,
Yeah.
right? That's the thing when you get older, you just get cash.
Cash and gas cards or
Yeah,
gift cards or something.
which it's much appreciated.
Right.
It's nice, but it's not, like I said, as you get older, it's just not, it doesn't have that magical feeling like it used to.
Yeah. No, I would agree with that too. It just doesn't have that like it's not as exciting, right? It's just kind of another day that comes and goes.
Yep.
Where when you're a kid, it's something to look forward to. It's like, ooh, we're gonna have a party. My friends are gonna be over.
Yep.
We're gonna have a sleepover, whatever it's gonna be,
That's
right?
what our wife should do. When it's your birthday, she should get in touch with Trisha and then we'll
All of
have
our
a
friends.
sleepover.
Yeah, there we go.
Once we hit 40, we'll do that.
Yeah, 40th birthday, we're gonna have
Bunch of
sleepover.
kids staying up late, trying to stay up late. We're passed out on the couch playing video games.
Yeah, 10:30, and we're like, oh man, time to go to bed. I got to get up early.
But I've been on this music kick lately. Like I've always appreciated music. I've always had a love for music. Okay, because it can alter your mood. It can touch you in a way, right?
Oh yeah.
It's got special, So I've been on this Morgan Wallen kick.
Okay.
I don't know if you listen to him at all. On a
My
country,
wife does.
I've been on a country. Yeah, he's great. My sister's a huge fan. Actually, her dog, his last name of her dog is Wallen, Xander Wallen,
Okay.
because she's infatuated with him. He's a good looking dude. He's got the vibe.
Yeah, he's like, doesn't he have a throat thing right now? He's
I'm
hurt.
not really.
Yeah,
I know he's been
like
touring a lot.
well, I think he's got a like the voice box thing like singers get. It's
Yeah,
like
well, that's because
they
they
strain
tour
their
so much.
whatever it is. Like it can be a career ender, you know. I think he's going through that right now. I could be
Yeah,
totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what's happening.
yeah, it's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
So she's been for months. She's like, "You gotta listen to him. You gotta listen to him." And I was like, "Nah, I'm just not feeling the music right now. I just didn't have that. The spark was gone for me for a bit."
Right.
Okay, so now it's back, and I've been just really digging his stuff. I wrote the book. That's probably my favorite song so far. Really good. I listen to it on repeat. Like you get that song that just hits you, and you just listen to it all the time, dude.
Yep.
All the time.
Beat the crap out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been just doing that. I was jamming him outside before when I sent you that pic. That was when I was front on the grill.
Yep.
So yeah, throughout my life, like music has helped me in a lot of ways.
Oh yeah. It helps you get through hard times. It helps you just relax. It helps you get motivated to go exercise. It helps you to pretty much every situation, right? There's always something that it can
Yeah.
vibe with you,
No, it's
right?
true. Yeah. I mean, Justin Timberlake helped me a lot after my first divorce. Kind of gave me the confidence back listening
Really?
to him. Yeah, the Future Sex Love Sound is probably my all-time favorite album.
Hmm.
It's just great. It just gave me a lot of confidence to
Never
get
really
back up.
got into that.
No?
No.
See, I like all music.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I do. I do too. It's just some of the poppy stuff. I don't know, not the new pop type of stuff. I
It's
don't really get
different.
into.
It's
Yeah.
different.
I
But I
mean, I'll
like the
hear it on the radio and be like, "Oh, cool, good." You know, it's
yeah.
got a good beat, got a good sound, whatever. But
I've always liked to dance. I
yeah,
love to dance. Oh yeah.
can you moonwalk?
Yeah, I used to. Oh yeah, I was good.
Hmm,
I was good. I'm not tooting my own horn. I was good.
interesting.
I
I'd
was
like to
really
see
good.
some videos of you out at some wedding on the dance floor,
Yeah.
just carving it up.
Yeah, Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, love dancing to that.
Oh yeah, that's a good song.
Oh yeah. When we
You
were
ever
in
listen to
Jamaica.
the words of some of those songs?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And Michael was good, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Michael did his thing. You know? Yeah, actually when we were on the catamaran out in Jamaica, they had a big DJ thing set up and they played Billie Jean. And I was out there and everybody stopped and was watching. It was cool. Yeah.
That's funny. I don't have the guts to stand up in front of people and do that.
No?
No, oh god, no.
Oh, dude, I
That's
love it.
scary, man.
I love it.
I'd
Actually, there
make
was
a
one.
total fool of myself.
So I've always been kind of like, I've been in tune with my emotions and, my softer side. I'm not afraid to cry on certain things, right? But I'm a romancer too. So there was like one time Trisha came home and I had the jam box set up, and I had a suit on and I sat her down
Let's
in a
get it
chair.
on.
Yeah, I was just dancing for her. Yeah, it was a good time. She got all red. Yeah, it
That's
was
funny.
fun, man. Yeah, you got to do that. You got to woo the lady, right?
I don't think I can do it that way.
No, you
No,
got it in you. You got it in you.
I probably do. She'd probably hit me. she she'd be like, "What the hell are you doing?" I'd be like, "Well, I guess that didn't work."
Well, you never know until you try. You
I
might
woo her with
surprise her,
food.
man.
I'll make dinner. That's about it.
Everybody's got their niche, man.
Yeah,
Their niche.
she's fueled by workouts and food, man.
Hey, there's
It's the
nothing wrong
best
with
way to
that
her
at all.
heart.
Yep, you got to find it, man. That's this is a perfect segue into this. I mentioned this the other day. In my opinion, now, okay, my opinion, the two most hardest jobs on this planet are being a husband and a father. I think about it. I mean, really think about it. Oh, and what about being the president? Nah, I give a shit about that.
Yeah,
That's all.
because
You
you can
gotta.
walk away. You can walk away
Yeah.
from it, right?
Yep. Being a husband and a father, and even a step parent. That's a tough job because I mean, you got to be good at communicating in both situations. That's key.
I agree.
I've read. I think my favorite. I would recommend anyone that's married or in a serious relationship, to read The 5 Love Languages. It's a great book. I wish I would have had it handy, but I don't. I have it. I've actually gave it to a few friends of mine to read. It really helps you understand things.
Like
Because
put it in perspective, right?
it's amazing. And it's not a long read. It's not a book that's like kind of boring. It's very interesting. It breaks it down. Very simple. I've read it a few times. It's good to refresh. Because do you believe in like soulmates or your person? Do you believe in
I
that?
don't know. I guess I've never really. There's so many people. Like I don't know that, especially how most people find that person in their area. It's just that would be weird to have 7 billion people on the planet and your soulmate is literally living a block away from you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know. I feel what you're saying there totally. But I got married at a young age, my first marriage. I was with her through high school, right? Young. I grew up, my dad was always working. My mom was the main caregiver per se. And so I just thought that's what you did, right? You got a job, you had kids. That was it,
Right.
right? Well, it didn't end well for me doing that. That wasn't how it went. And probably a lot of it was because I was young too.
Young, you're not prepared. You're not, you know, there's a lot of young adult learning to do. I think we've had this conversation before where
Yeah.
you don't know shit when you're out of high school, just when you're out of high school, right?
Yeah, you don't know nothing.
You're still trying to figure out who you are as a person. And if you're going from a high school relationship straight into that, you don't often see it. I mean, I think you did a long time ago.
Yeah.
And once in
It's
a
very
while you'll
rare.
see it. Right.
It's rare now.
Right.
Rare. So then I went through a phase, right? Because I felt like I lost a lot of years being married. It was almost 10 years. I got married 19, I think.
Hmm.
So then I went through a phase where it's like I was, partying, being stupid, making bad decisions, right? Like most people would do at that age of life,
Right.
like we talked about before. And then I just kind of mellowed out, gave up on relationships, didn't care. But I did a lot of research through that time as well. I read a lot of books on relationships to understand what went wrong. So basically, what happened to me, I'll be honest. We'll be honest here. We'll be real. You know, my first wife was having an affair, and that's no bueno for me
Right.
or any guy, I would assume.
Well, no, I mean, everything, the emotion that you go through, from heartbreak to anger to whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it was a traumatic experience for me. So I read a lot of books, even the Bible. I was like, what's going on here? And then I stopped looking, just was kind of like, whoa. And then I ran into my wife now. And it was the most magnificent. I just can't even put it into words. That like our first date was incredible. We just talked for hours, just walking.
Just clicked.
It was different. It was a feeling I never felt in my entire life, and I'm not bullshitting.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And here it's been 7 years.
7 years already?
Yeah.
I remember when you met her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't stop talking about her at work.
Yeah.
I remember
Well,
that
it's
day.
because it was different, man.
Yeah, dude.
It was something I've never experienced.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's the way it should be, right?
So, like, going back to you saying out of 7 billion people or whatever, yeah, there may be others out there. That's a possibility.
Mm-hmm. But I'm not saying that you couldn't have that connection with somebody that is that right person, right? Because that's what it's about, is having that chemistry, having that connection, being able to communicate, like you said.
Yeah. And not that it's perfect, because no one's perfect. But it's
As close as we like to claim, we are. No one's perfect, right?
right. Yeah. But you work through things and you build things, and it's great. It can be a beautiful thing. And you become a team. Like I wanted a friend. I wanted to have a friend, a partner, a lover. The whole package is what a marriage should be.
Right.
And then you have kids, and then that's a whole other, that's tough, man. My daughter was over with her boyfriend last weekend, and they were talking about something. I overheard kids, and it's like, hold on here. Wait a minute.
Like overheard them talking inappropriately, or just overheard them
Well,
talking in
yeah,
general,
I
and you're like,
mean,
hey, why are there kids in my house?
I'm not saying not to have kids, but it's tough. Like you got to think about it. Like you feel one thing that's terrible, and this firsthand, Derek, is when your kids are hurting, you're hurting,
Mm-hmm.
and you've experienced that in a lot of ways. A lot of other folks haven't.
Oh yeah.
You know, That's tough, man.
Did
That's
you hear
very
that?
tough. No, what?
Oh, my computer's dinging.
It's overheating.
It might be. Who knows? I don't know.
We're getting deep now. We're
I got a
getting
whole new
deep.
setup going on. I'm still getting used to it yet. But yeah, no, you're right though. When your kids are hurting, that's a different pain when you, as a parent, right?
Yeah.
This is weird that you're talking about this because I just started listening to Dave Grohl's book, The Storyteller.
Oh,
Dude, it's really good.
really?
It's really good. You know, he doesn't exactly live the lifestyle of like that rocker that you would think most of them do, you know, like sex, drugs, rock and roll type of thing.
Right.
But it's interesting, man. You know, and
Yeah.
he talks exactly about this, how being a parent is, you don't know the feeling of pain until you see pain through your kid's eyes. And it's just like, whoa, you know, like
Yeah,
that
dude.
hits different.
It
No, super
does.
cool. It's super cool that you said that. And I recommend the book to anyone, by the way. It is fantastic
Good, yeah.
so far, anyway.
Well, he's been through a lot himself. I mean, he was in Nirvana.
Mm-hmm.
That was that whole thing changed the world.
Yes.
The grunge thing, so he was a part of that.
Yeah.
But it's true. Like yesterday when we were at the park, Emma was playing and she fell and got hurt a little bit and was in pain, and it makes you cringe. But also
Right.
being a parent can be a beautiful thing too. So it
can be, from like seeing them as they grow, as they progress in whatever fields of entertainment they want to be in, sports, music, play, whatever, you know, just to watch them grow as a human and create their own personality and their own individual self. It's pretty fun.
Yeah,
It's gratifying.
it is. It's like I said, it's a beautiful thing, but it's also tough. And I've tried to do things different with my kids. Like I want to be open and honest with them about everything. And I want them to do the same with me in return. I want them to try to. I didn't really have that growing up. Not
Right.
that I didn't, but like my dad, like I said, he worked a lot to try to take care of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't pushed in certain areas of my life,
Right.
like the true potential. I believe we all have we could do great things if you really work at it and put your mind to it and
Yeah. It's hard
walk
for
up.
a kid though to like open up to their parents sometimes, because it, as they should feel that they can be able to talk to you about anything, right?
Yeah.
But I think in times that they don't, and I realized that when I was 18 and found out that my son's mom was pregnant, I could not tell my parents. I wanted to in the worst way. There was so many opportunities that I had to tell them. I just literally could not say it. I wasn't sure if they were going to beat the crap out of me, if they were going to hate me, love me, console me. Like I had no idea,
Yeah, I
you
know
know,
that feeling,
and it
man.
scared the ever living shit out of me. And I remember it very vividly. I was on a state track trip. It was state track, and we were, as a team, we were eating in Olive Garden, and my dad calls me, and I answered the phone. I'm like, "Hi." He's like, "Just so you know, you don't have to respond, but I know, and we support you." Like, it was the craziest thing. Like, I had to literally get up so I didn't cry in front of my
The
friends
team?
and teammates. I had to get up, go to the bathroom, and like
Break.
compose myself,
Yeah.
because it was just absolutely the biggest relief ever.
Oh, yeah.
But what's crazy is, for some reason, I just felt like I couldn't tell them. And from that point on, when, knowing that I was going to have a kid, it's like, I want my kid to know that I can talk to them all the time, or they can talk to me anytime,
Yeah.
And as much as you want that to happen, sometimes it still doesn't happen. Logan wouldn't talk to me about things all the time. He would even like purposely omit information, even though I don't care. It would be the dumbest shit. Like, where were you guys today? Oh, we stayed home. No, the gas is half gone in the vehicle. Where did you go? Like, I don't care. That's the reason I left you the keys, is so you could use it to go do whatever.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know, man.
You're right.
Communication is not easy, especially when it's something that is or can be controversial.
Yeah, I've just experienced that with Landon. Actually, but we worked through it, and it wasn't the end of the world. And I wanted him to know that, no matter what time it is or what the case may be, even if it may make me upset, still, I'm here for you. That's my job,
Right.
right? I can be your friend, but at the end, you also got to remember that I'm also your dad.
Mm-hmm.
And it's tough, man. It's tough because obviously every parent's goal and dream is for their kids to become something or be better than what they had, have more than they had, just, the whole package. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure everyone that listens will know that's, you want your kids to grow up, be successful. It's just the path to get them there is challenging.
Can be. It can be. Because I mean, you can tell your kids who to hang out with, but odds are they're going to defy what you say, right?
Yeah.
So you got to let them figure it out on their own. And
Yeah.
the best you can do is guide them in a path that is appropriate. Maybe not the path that you necessarily went down.
Right.
Then again, like, I don't think I had overly bad childhood, really. You know what I mean? Like, in hindsight, I feel like I've come out on the right side of everything, but
oh yeah,
you just hope that they make the right choices along the way too.
Right. No, I can say the same. Mine. It's funny. I was actually looking at. I put my birthday cards that everyone had got me away in my box. I keep like a shoe box of things like that,
Mm-hmm.
and I got a little photo album in there, and I pulled it out and I started looking at it. Back when the kids were little, and there were some pictures of me in there. With some buddies back in high school. It's just you don't look at that stuff too often, right? You
Right.
kind of forget about that kind of stuff. It gets pushed under the bed or in your closet or in an attic somewhere. So yeah, that was just something that I was just really thinking about. It's like, man, them are the toughest jobs.
Definitely.
You're always learning.
It's because you're never off the clock, really. You know what I mean? Never off the clock. You can send them outside to play, but in the back of your mind, you're like, are they being safe? Are they playing in traffic? What are they doing?
I know. Yeah.
You gotta wonder. Like, when we were young, a friend of mine and I, we would rollerblade everywhere, right? And we rollerbladed all the way to Menominee, which
Oh yeah.
okay, and like, we didn't just go there straight there. We like went way out into the country. I mean, it was a whole day. It was 8 hours. We were gone 8 hours on rollerblades, no cell phones, no money, no nothing. Couldn't call home, do any of that stuff. Got home, mom's just like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" Like, we've been gone for 8 hours. Have you not noticed? Like,
well, it's been quiet here.
Yeah. Oh, they just assumed you're at your buddy's house. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I know, man. I loved being out on my bike. That was just out on your jumping curbs, going down ditches, just yeah, man. No phone, you're right. And there was no way to call unless you had some change or went to
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. So what else has been shaking with you?
Not much, man. I have a bat in my house.
Yeah. You still haven't found that, eh?
No. I think it was a figment of my wife's imagination. I didn't particularly see it. I thought I heard it.
Hmm.
We named him Flappy because it's just what it sounded like. Just, you know,
Well, he's probably in the walls.
I
They
don't know
get in the
where he is, dude.
walls.
Like up until I've had this house for 18 years, never had a bat in the house ever. And then last year we had one, and now we have another one.
Well,
And I don't understand. I went and looked for him, couldn't find him anywhere. But I don't know, man.
don't kill him. You can't kill him if you find him.
No, I don't know. They're good for bugs, but like
Yeah.
I don't know where he is, if he was even real to begin with. I don't know.
Yeah, they can get in. I've had some here, but they're in the walls, and I went up on the roof to see because it was like in my bedroom, and I can hear them by the wall where our bed is. Right.
Okay.
They haven't been back this year, but last year. And I went up to check to see if maybe there's some, some crack or something was broke or one of the shingles or who knows, but everything looked good.
Hmm.
I have no idea. So I mean, they're little sneaky
I was
buggers.
gonna call. I mean, there's got to be someone I can call that'll come and check the house and see if there's places where they're getting in.
You can make a bat, like they do make birdhouses that are for bats.
Well, I don't want to attract them here.
Well, why
If they're
not?
outside, I don't care. But like,
Well, that'd get them out of the house. Well, yeah, I see what you're saying.
I feel like if I attract more to the house outside, that just gives them more opportunity to get in.
Well, maybe they want to play some games.
Well, they probably do. I mean, I don't have any vampire games that I know of.
Wow. I like vampires, man.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of vampires.
Oh, well,
Dracula.
Dracula.
I'd hang out with him.
Yeah, that's a good movie. You ever watch it?
Oh,
Good
yeah.
book.
Good book. I showed.
The
Did I show
movie's
you the 1965 Dracula book I got? Yeah, right.
I think yeah. Did you? I don't know.
Yeah.
Was it a
It's
hardcover?
really old. Yeah. It's got like a yeah. I don't have that handy either, but
Yeah, that's the Bram Stoker one, right?
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
No,
always
that's a
been
good
a
one.
fan. Yeah. Interview with the Vampire was a good one. I know they made a television show about that now.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a cartoon? Because I know there's some couple cartoon vampire shows.
No. Well, you remember the movie, right? With Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise and Kirsten Dunst. Really?
Mm-mm.
Great movie. You gotta check it out. But they made like a show now of it, like a
Really?
series. I don't know what the hell. See, that's the thing. There's too many Hulus and Netflix and different shit you need.
You don't know where they all are, right?
I don't. Yeah, the one I don't have the subscription to that one particularly.
Okay. I think we got them all. I don't know. I don't know what we have.
Yeah.
Some are under me, some are under the wife. I don't know where they all come from.
Now,
I
let me
just
ask
turned
you.
the TV on and yeah, we got it. Okay.
I've been wanting to watch like classic movies with the fam, but they're not on board for that.
No, Steph's not either. She's all about the new series or new movies that are coming out, and that's about it.
Yeah. And it's like the classics. We gotta, let's watch The Breakfast Club. What? Who? I'm like, come on.
You're making breakfast? Perfect.
Yeah. Or Footloose with
Footloose.
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
The only Footloose.
The one and only, right? I just watched the new White Man Can't Jump. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It's not as good as the first one.
Wow, the first one.
I mean, that
Come
was
on,
fantastic.
man. Wesley and Woody.
Yep. But the banter is still there, It's just
That's
new.
good.
It's just new age banter. Still good.
Wesley Snipes, man, he was a good actor, dude. Blade.
Yes, he was.
Oh, that's a killer vampire movie.
Blade. Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot about Blade.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah. That is a fantastic movie.
Stephen Dorff
There's
is
a
in there
couple
as
of them,
well.
isn't there?
Yeah, I know Wesley, he was in 3 of them because there was 1, 2, and then like Blade Trinity. And I don't know if they did another one, but it's different. I don't know. I have the collection somewhere.
Right on.
I'm gonna fire up the DVD player one day, or the Blu-ray player.
Yeah. I just play them on my PlayStation if I have The only thing I watch, if I watch anything on DVD, Spartacus. That's it. I know, man.
Dude.
I know. I knew I was gonna get
Yeah.
that reaction from you. It's like the
I
best
haven't watched
show
that and it's time.
in history. Period.
It's time.
Nothing has even come close to that.
I know a lot of like the sex stuff and the raunchiness, but like the story
Yeah.
and the fight scenes and the emotion.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think about, there is a lot of like pointless sex in it, but it's that's
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 kind of
probably
part of.
what it was like,
You're right.
right?
Yeah.
But man, dude,
Well, you
one
read
of
when
the
you
best shows in history, in my opinion, period. Not
no
necessarily the last two seasons, but like the first season and then they called it like a mini series, a mini movie.
Gods of the Arena.
Gods of the Arena was the first.
That was supposed to be like the prequel.
Yeah.
Because Andy Whitfield?
Yeah, he passed away.
He passed away, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, man, because he was in good shape. I watched some behind the scenes stuff on that for how they trained, dude, and they were working out.
Oh man. I wouldn't doubt if they were carrying those logs like
they were
for workouts for real. Like that was legit.
Yeah, I was like blown. I'm like, look at these guys. They're all out there as a team and they're just getting it.
Mm-hmm.
But some of the best, yeah, man, that's a great show, dude.
One of my favorites.
Yeah.
If I ever need to get amped up, season 1, episode 4, the thing in the pits, when he goes down into they call it the pits, but it's like the
underneath.
It's like
down. Yeah.
When it's like if you lose, you die.
It's just type brawling.
Of thing. Yeah.
Repetitive. Yeah.
Like underground fighting is basically what it was. That was the best. Like he just would win, and they would just keep fighting him, and his eyes are just all bloodshot and broken, and like
he kicked the shit out of it. Yeah, he was just basically became an animal.
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect. We'll come back to this, but this is gonna lead me into something else too.
Let it rip.
Oh, dude. Well, I've been listening to a lot of Jordan Peterson. Okay.
Yep.
I'm really intrigued by the gentleman. He's smart. He's intelligent. I like how when he gets to a point when he talks, he's like, I don't think my intelligent capability right now isn't like I've already burnt my brain for the day, which is cool. And I respect and appreciate that. But he talks about your inner monster, your animal, and how you should let it out. Or you should realize that you have it inside of you. Now, I'm not talking about like going to war per se, like how Spartacus did in the pits.
Right.
But he learned something from that. He learned that he had that capability in him to just become an animal. And then he learned how to control it because he got better from that. So if we put, like, go be an animal, get your job, like, be a beast in your life, but learn how to control it, he talks about. So you have that potential in you. Be great at what you try,
Like learn how to control it in a direction that's going to benefit you in a way that in your career, in your marriage, in fathering, parenting, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Like go all out.
But learn how to reel it in.
Right. Yeah, don't be a reckless cannon, right? Or a loose cannon, right? Just popping off wherever you can.
Be confident. Go get that job. Go get that promotion. Go get the girl. Don't be afraid. Because we all have that. I believe that. I believe we all have an inner animal. I truly do. Because I've experienced that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've experienced that too. Scares me too.
Yeah.
Actually.
It does.
Knowing what you're capable of or knowing what you know.
Yeah.
I can put you in check a little bit too.
Oh yeah. 100%. 100%. So it's funny that you brought that up about the pits because I was thinking about that too. It's like, we all like yin and yang, I believe the balance too.
Yep.
I was reading some more philosophy stuff from Bruce and, like the Tao and what they believe in, like the Eastern Asian culture, the universe as a whole. It's really interesting, man. It's crazy, and it makes sense too. They were like, envision a body of water, right? And the waves come, but no wave is ever the same. But it's all flowing back and forth into the water, right? And you throw a pebble in the water, and it creates a splash and more waves, like a ripple effect. But then it equals out.
Mm-hmm.
It smooths back out, And if you actually look at the symbol of the yin and yang, on the light side, there's always a little dark circle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then on the dark side, there's always a little white circle. So it's always there in motion.
Right.
I don't know. It's interesting, man. I might not be the best at explaining stuff or getting in depth, deep with it, but the shit blows me away when I'm reading it. It's like, man, it's making sense.
Yeah.
And it's true. We need water to make things grow. We need food, we need trees to get air and oxygen. Like
The
there's all
circle of life, right?
yeah, man. The
That's
Pride
like that.
Lands.
Yeah, that's like that for everything. For every good thing, there's probably a bad thing that's happening too.
Well,
Or
you
you
have
know,
to.
back and forth. You can't have all. Some people may find things to be all good in their life, which maybe it is, but that's also on how you look at it, I suppose.
Sure.
Right? Because you could have some shitty stuff happen, but if you have a positive outlook or a way of coping with a bad situation, it may look like it's more positive than
Well, you can have a bad thing happen to you, but it's how you accepted it and how you fixed it and how you grow from it,
right.
right? You
Yeah.
learned it. You learned from it.
Yeah. I guess a better example, instead of looking at the good stuff, is like people who always feel like the shit is happening to them, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because it maybe, yeah, okay, my car broke down, or I got fired from my job. Now I don't have money, and now and it snowballs. But like sometimes, yeah, I get it. It's hard to look positive on a situation like that, but
Yeah.
sometimes you make your own shit. Why did you get fired? Oh, you slept in and didn't go to work for a week straight. You know? Well,
That's
so
there's the
start looking
outcome.
at, yeah, exactly. And so start looking positively on your life, like, yeah, it's a job, but that job is providing for me, for my kids, family. It's allowing me to stay busy throughout the day. It's giving me, like, if you're you know, as like a mail carrier, right? I'm providing a
Yeah.
service to people. They count on you, they rely on you to bring them their packages, their mail, their bills, their checks, their magazines, whatever it is,
Yeah. No, man.
that's an opportunity. That's not a burden of a job, in my opinion.
Right.
Got to change the outlook.
That's right. Go get it.
Hmm.
Right. Fix it. Work on it.
See it as a positive, and it'll become a positive in your life, not necessarily the other way around, right? Because if you look at it as a negative, it negative things are going to happen.
Yeah, and you get in that slump, and that's a real thing too. Depression. That's a big thing, and anxiety. That's a real. That shit's real.
Yeah, no, I believe that. I don't I don't have any firsthand knowledge for me, but
No, right. Well, I mean, I was in a darker place when I got jacked up, but I found the light and got out of it.
yeah,
You got to make the best of what you got, right?
yeah, no, it's power of the mind. I think, I mean, from looking from the outside in, I think it's a power of the mind. I think Jocko was just talking about this. Was it Jocko? Who was it? Was it Jocko? I don't remember.
There's a
I
lot of
was
well,
literally just listening to somebody talk about this exact topic. I can't remember who it was though.
well, it's a real thing. I mean, we all experience it, right? We all have bad shit that happens to us.
Hmm.
We all do. It's the inevitable, right? We can't. I don't care how rich you are. Somebody you love is going to pass away. Like it's the circle of life.
Right.
And some people get in that slump and they can't get out of it. but something clicks, or they look for something, or you look for answers, or you try to find out reasons why.
Right. I know who it was. It was Rob O'Neill in Rob O'Neill's book that I just listened to. That's what it was. He was talking about depression.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't. I can't remember exactly what he said about it, but I know he said something about he's never experienced it like what people would, how they would describe it, but he also didn't think that it was a completely real thing. He thought it would, like, we have emotion and
Yep.
our emotion goes up and down, but um the state of being depressed, he didn't believe in that. I believe, I can't remember. I can't quote it word for word because I'm not looking at a book reading it, but
Well, I guess, yeah, the
yeah,
the mind it's very powerful.
it
Yeah.
is. It
I've
can put you in a bad spot. It can take you out of it
yeah,
too.
your mind can wander, right?
Hmm.
It really can. And you start thinking negative things, and that's all you're going to think about. Just like if you surround yourself with people, say, well, we've experienced this. You work in a job, and everyone around you is nagging and complaining, and it affects your mood too. You could come in happy as can be,
Yep,
and three of your buddies or three coworkers or whatever, they're just down. It brings you down.
it does.
It really does.
And you
That's what.
try not to let that happen, right? You don't think, because you can easily say, don't let, if you're like a motivational speaker, say, don't let other people bring you down. Well, that's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Because if you go into a workplace, you go into a school, you go in a team, if you're on a team, whatever, if you are going there every day and there's constantly that one person just like, this sucks, throwing their shit around, this is shitty, I don't like this is dumb, whatever, complaining about your boss, complaining about the work, complaining about the weather, whatever it is,
Yeah.
it gets old and it can bring you down in a heartbeat.
Well, then you start acting that way.
Eventually you will end up starting.
It's
Yep.
it's a fact. So I mean, that's why it's good to try to surround yourself around positive people that help you grow and influence you.
Hmm.
That's why, like, you're listening to a lot of books. I'm starting to read a lot of different things.
Yeah. And it's good to, I mean, it's good to have your vent sessions, right?
Yeah.
I really believe in that. If you're having a bad day, go vent about it to somebody that will listen or is willing to listen. Even if they're not willing to listen and they're just standing there and you're talking, at
Yeah.
least you're getting that out, you know.
It's funny you say that, dude, because literally I just started writing in a journal again.
Okay.
I find it very therapeutic, and it helps.
Just getting stuff off your
Yeah.
chest.
Just writing down. Yeah. I like it. I
And you're
don't think.
writing good or bad, just
Yeah.
whatever's going
Just
on through
how
the
I
day.
feel in the moment, whatever, through the day, if something negative happened or pissed me off, I'm gonna put it in there.
Sure.
I started it. I started doing that about a year and a half ago. I'm really afraid to read what I wrote back then.
That could
If I'm,
be that could be a big learning experience
yeah,
because you think about it, you go back and read some of that stuff. You got something?
yeah. Hold on. What do you got, honey? Emma. Oh, sorry if that was loud. I don't know. She came and waved at me.
No,
Maybe she was just being cute.
just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, shit, I lost my train of thought.
Well, I was talking about writing, and you were
Yeah.
saying,
Oh, going back, if you go back and look at some of the stuff that you wrote early on when you started, you can look at where you were then and where you are now. And if you went from there to now in a year and a half, just think where you could go from now until a
right,
year and a half from now, right?
right,
Into the future.
right. No, I
Because
mean
I don't
that's a good
believe in a
point.
ceiling almost on anything, right? I always think that you can be bigger, better, faster, stronger, whatever it is. I think, in my personal opinion, I don't believe in a ceiling ever. You know, if there's a cap on something, it's because you're capping yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I believe. You know.
No, that's a good way to be.
Capping yourself or not
No,
having
not having
that
that
gap.
not having that ceiling.
Yeah, right.
That's a positive energy. That's
Now,
what I'm
that does
talking.
that mean that we're able to like literally fly to the moon? No, but it definitely means that your growth is going to be dependent on you, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. We never stop growing, in
No,
my
you're right.
opinion,
We
right?
never stop.
So we're
That's why
always learning, we're always adapting, evolving,
we're changing. Even our
changing.
mindsets change. Mine has changed over the last year. Mine has changed since when I was 29. Now I'm 39. Like it's right.
Yeah.
So I started doing that, and I'm trying to think of exactly what sparked me to start to do that again. Why I wanted to, but I think it's just to help because I believe, like you said, you talk to someone, vent, but also you can't vent to somebody that's gonna. How do I say this? It's different. Like if you vent to your friend or to your wife, like the outcome is going to be a little different, but you need to someone that's going to have an open mind. And
Right.
maybe if you're bitching about something, put you in check about it, not have your back on it. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yep. Play devil's advocate a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Not necessarily just to like bash what you're saying, but
Right. Maybe
to
you're
just give you
wrong.
a little bit of pushback and be like, well, maybe look at it like this. Or, you know,
I've
totally
been
get
tr-
what you're saying. However,
I've been trying to bite my tongue and think a little bit more before I speak to in certain situations. Like give
mhm.
myself a moment to really think about it. Take a step and think about what just. I don't want to react.
Oh, I'm notorious for that. Just it's like someone says something like, "What'd you just say?"
Yeah. Well, right. Like, okay, hold on here.
Yeah.
And try to have more patience. The older you get, you get it, but it's still tough sometimes.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of excitement.
That's a dog. Yeah.
Better settle down.
What's going on?
Wants to come
Yep.
in and say hi again, probably.
Yeah, she's coming in to say
Well, that's all
hello.
right.
She's sniffing around.
So yeah, I've been journaling. I started journaling on my birthday is when I started yesterday.
Oh, good.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Oh, that's when you started last year, or
No,
you just
no.
were doing it
It was
yesterday?
it was about a year and a half ago I started. Yesterday, I finally pulled the trigger and I went and grabbed one of my old journals that still had paper left.
Oh,
And I'm
got
like,
you.
I'm gonna start, and I did. I sat, I stood at the counter and I wrote a little bit, and then I kind of paged back, and I started reading, and then I stopped myself because I already was like, oh boy, because I started originally because it was a tough situation, and I wanted to get things off of and it really was beneficial that way,
Yeah.
right? So I wanted to bring that back in.
Hi, Zed.
Gotta love pets, man.
I know it.
Maggie was outside with me when I was grilling. She was just hanging out.
Hey.
Did I tell you the reason? One of the reasons why I got a dog?
No, you didn't just for companionship.
Well, I mean, I had a dog when I was younger. I got nothing against pets, right? I'm a cat guy, really.
Oh, you're one of those. Not just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Just I'm
Um,
allergic to cats.
I like the feline companion.
Mm-hmm.
But one night, the kids were freaking out. They come running upstairs. Somebody's at the door. Somebody's at the door. And this was late at night. They were playing video games. They're trying to get in. And everyone's got cameras now,
Yeah.
right? So I go downstairs and whatever was gone, but I look on the camera and here's this drunk guy trying to open my front door. And it freaked the shit out of the kids.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, he was really pulling. He thought his house was next door, and he thought our house was his house.
Oh, no
So he's
kidding.
out there just.
Getting pissed.
I'm like, that's enough of that. So now we got a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Let
wanted
him
to
know.
get a Samoyed. I wanted a Samoyed. My aunt had 2.
What kind of dog is that?
It's like a white, well,
Like a
shit.
big dog?
No, medium size.
Okay.
Medium size, just pretty.
Yeah.
kind of like an Arctic wolf kind of look to them.
Like a
All white.
husky?
Yeah, kind of similar.
Okay.
They're sled dogs. So if you watch any
Sure.
movie that they're pulling sleds in the snow, a guy I work with's got two. They're beautiful. But my aunt had two, and they were just so good. Scrim and Whitey. Yeah, man. But you can't find them around here. It's very hard. It's very hard.
And they'll probably be expensive.
Yeah. So then we got a golden doodle because that was the next that the missus wanted. So, but yeah, that's the reason why I finally pulled the trigger because I was waiting because I know it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
We weren't prepared for it. I didn't have a fenced in yard yet. So that shit happened quick. And that's some money. But she's great.
We don't have a fenced in yard, but we leash them when we take them for a walk or whatever. We don't just let them outside. I do once in a while. I'll let them out and they stay in the front yard.
Yeah.
Unless there's a squirrel. And then
that's acceptable.
And then I gotta go chase them. Chase the one anyway. The other one knows better.
Yeah.
But ZD, she will chase a squirrel down the alley. She'll tree it too, and then once it gets to the tree, then I can go and get her because she'll stay there until I get her.
They get that. That's that inner animal in them.
That's the wolf in them, man.
Not the domesticated house animal, right?
You're right. No, they're fun though. It's fun coming home and seeing them excited for you to be home every day.
Yep. No, it's good. It's good. They're great. Pets are awesome.
Yeah, they definitely are.
This was a good chat, man. We had we got some deep stuff out there. Yeah.
Some in-depth insight for sure. What's on for the rest of the night?
Well, we'll probably have some dinner and just relax. I get up pretty early.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll read a little bit.
Yeah. I'm thinking I might go for a run tonight. I'm supposed to run tomorrow morning, but my running group is all out. So
Trisha just ran 26.3. Her longest run today.
There you go.
She got it in. She's doing great, man. It's impressive what she's doing. I'm very supportive, but I'm also very nervous because trying to put your body that's wear and tear on your body too.
Mm-hmm.
It truly is.
Yep. No, I took pretty much this whole week off because Sunday's run was a little bit. Well, I mentioned my leg.
Yeah.
It's tight. It's still a little tight. I can feel it, but yeah, I'm gonna go try and get my run in tonight. I'm more comfortable running at night for some reason than I am getting up in the morning.
Really?
I think I just don't feel good enough in the morning, and then I'm just not. My body's not ready for it, So I feel like if I go for a run at night or in the evening, my body's just ready to go.
Right on.
But
yeah, I like the morning actually. I never ran at night. I loved running in the rain. That's probably my favorite time to run is in the rain.
Not downpour rain, but just some rain.
I love it, man.
Because you're the only one out there. That for me, it's like no one else is doing this. Makes me feel tough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
it's like I'm getting that jump on whoever else thinks they're training. No one else is out here doing this.
Right. Hey, that's that inner animal, that monster talking to you.
That's right.
That's what it is, man. Spartacus inside you.
Dude, yeah, that inner animal, man. He exists. I know it.
You just gotta keep a leash on it. Yeah. You just gotta leash it.
Yeah.
Motivate you. Well, this was fun, man.
No doubt, man.
Hopefully have a good run. Enjoy it. It's good weather we have right now too. The sun's not beating down.
No, it's a little cloudy.
Yeah.
Kind of waiting for the rain to come, but might make a fun run, right?
Yeah. Well, there you have it, everyone. Another chat, little insight, little some realness. Hope you enjoyed it.
If you got some experiences that relate to what we're talking about, leave a comment.
Yeah,
let's hear it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
We like interacting.
without a doubt. Tell your friends. Let's get more people involved.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the goal.
Yep. Get more people involved in the conversation. That's what we're here to do.
But until next time, y'all take it easy, and we'll see you guys soon.
Peace.
Later.